Hey guys, welcome back to another review video, and today Nextorch have sent me an early Christmas present. This is the Nextorch Pioneer, and it's their red version. And some of you may have watched my previous review of the Pioneer multi-tool. Before, they used to actually call it the Pioneer MT20. Now they're just calling it the Pioneer. But yeah, I thought I'd make another video about this model anyway, for those of you who've missed out on that last video or just want to check out this new color, which I think is pretty cool. So the Nextorch Pioneer is a 14-in-1 multi-tool, and it's got all the usual features. You've got a screwdriver, you've got the blade, saw, bottle opener, pliers, that kind of thing. But it also has a few other rescue and law enforcement related tools that I've never seen in an everyday multi-tool before. So yeah, a couple of those, or a few of those that I'll mention. You've got these rescue shears. So you're going to flip them out and check that out. Chunky pair of scissors. And they've got this serrated edge there. You've also got an oxygen tank wrench. And this interesting tool here, which they call their plastic handcuffs or zip tie cutters. I think the Pioneer would be perfect for someone working in, those professions, law enforcement, rescue, or even an everyday adventurer, someone that hikes, does a bit of outdoor work. So this red coating that they're using in the new model of the Pioneer is high quality, has a matted appearance as well. Not a whole lot of shine, which is nice. And yeah, it's evenly applied, doesn't feel plasticky like some of the other colored finishes out there on the market. And the Pioneer has a unique finish on all of their individual tools. So if you open it up, you kind of see here on the blade, yeah, it's got this kind of darkened stone wash finish. Nextorch say that this stone washing and darkening process also increases the durability of the tool. Personally, I just like the look of it compared to bare stainless steel. The tool feels nicely balanced in my hand. Looks like it could withstand some heavy use. So this is the box that the Pioneer comes in. 10-year warranty, 14 tools. And yeah, there's really not much in here. You get the tool itself. You also get a cool little holster. And here are some descriptions of all the different tools. You can also pause the video to have a look some of the materials that they're using as well, the metal grades. I like that Nextorch include a 10-year warranty with the Pioneer, and also this nice holster. Feels pretty tough, retains its shape as well. There, you can attach that onto a belt. So on the right, I've got the original version of the Pioneer, and you can still get this version if you don't like the red, but pretty much all the tools, everything is the same. Okay, so I just want to show you some of the tools, and we'll start off just on the outside of the Pioneer. You've got this blade here, and there's a locking mechanism as well, which is good. Just got to press that to fold back in. On the other side, you've got this saw with that same locking mechanism, wood saw. You've also got this tool here. Just pull out. This is a strap cutter. Really sharp section in there. I don't know if you could use it as a bottle opener, potentially. There's also a screwdriver here, so you just pull out that little mechanism there and then open it up. And the interesting thing as well is that you can actually remove that screwdriver. So if you put this tool at a 90-degree angle like that, and then move the screwdriver a bit like this, you can then wiggle it out, detach it. And I think this originally was so that Nextorch could also sell some additional attachments in there. I don't know if they've actually done that or planning to do that yet, but yeah, it's a nice little feature just in case they do release some other attachments. On the back, you've got this heavy duty stainless steel clip. It's got a decent amount of rigidity to it as well, but it's not going to cause troubles if you're clipping it onto a shirt or something. You've also got a ruler here on the back. And of course, this thing here, the little plastic handcuffs cutter. You can also use it as a wire cutter potentially. I don't have a zip tie or anything on me, but I do have this little bit of plastic lanyard, and as you can see, it just cuts through like butter. Strap cutter here as well. Let's just see how it fares against this. Yep, does it pretty well with this lanyard. So let's move on to some of the inner tools. So I did show you earlier on in the video, but you can open it up and access these awesome rescue shears, as Nextorch call them. I'll probably take a finger off if I'm not careful, but yeah, this same lanyard, it just, look at that, it's just like butter, cuts through like butter. And yeah, I've actually played with this outdoors with some sticks, bits of wood. It's able to cut through sticks as well. I'm not saying you can prune a tree with it, but yeah, just some smaller branches does pretty well. There's also a full set of pliers in here. You need to open up the tool completely to access it like that, and then just fold in the other part of it. And there we go. You've got needle nose pliers, normal pliers. You've also got cutting edge here as well. So there's a section at the back for hard wire, just where it dips down a bit more, and then normal wire at the front. And yeah, you can replace those cutting edges as well. Another thing that I almost forgot to mention is this section here. It's just a bottle opener. Can't miss that out, obviously. So some considerations that you need to keep in mind if you're thinking about getting the Nextorch Pioneer. It is noticeably larger than some of my other multi-tools. Okay, it only weighs 268 grams though. So yeah, similar to my Leatherman Wave Plus at 241 grams. The second consideration is the saw and the blade attachment is just a little shorter than I would like, but yeah, it's necessary in order to fit in all those other larger tools. Third consideration is the Pioneer does have some pretty specific tools like that zip tie cutter, the oxygen tank wrench that you might not actually use. Another consideration is that these pliers are not as comfortable as normal pliers. They're perfectly usable, but yeah, because this side of the tool is heavier than the other side of the tool, you just get a little bit of awkwardness, but yeah, still works fine. The fourth consideration, and more of a design tip, is I think a glass breaking bead or glass breaking tip up the top there would have been handy, especially because it, fits into the theme of this tool. Overall, the Nextorch Pioneer is the most unique multi-tool that I've seen from Nextorch, and I like how they've taken a different approach with the Pioneer by fitting in full-sized pliers and a solid pair of scissors, or rescue shears as they call them. They'd be fantastic in an emergency to cut seatbelts, cords, even tougher materials like metal. So if you're an adventurer, camper, hiker, climber, maybe you work in emergency services, the Pioneer would be perfect for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer them below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click the like button. It helps me to get the video out to more people, grow the channel. And if you want to see more EDC and tool reviews, make sure you subscribe.